I don't know if you can hear it, Miles, but down there the kids are yelling MVP, reigning MVP, Ronald Acuña Jr. They've been singing his praises all week long here in Northport at Brave Spring Training. I want to talk a little bit about Ronald Acuña Jr. because he is the MVP. He is the best player, the reigning best player in baseball right now. His talent is immense. We saw yesterday he had a home run off of the scoreboard. So I wanted to ask you. You were in the locker room when he said, "I want to be a Brave for life." Talk about that.
Yeah, I want to make a correction on that too, because there was a lot of headlines about him saying, "I
Yes.
want a new contract from the Braves." You know, the ball's in their court. That did not happen. The question was asked about, you know, how he sees the future playing out and all this kind of stuff, and he basically responded saying, "Yes, it's no secret. I want to be a Brave for life." He loves this organization. Has done great things, obviously is the reigning MVP, and appears to be better than ever, Alex, as we saw yesterday. That one home run that hit the scoreboard, he hit about 6 others that almost had that same distance. He even shouted out again, "I'm back." For those who know, they know. You know, this is what he said when he came off of his surgery. But yeah, no, expecting big things once again from number 13, and he's looking every bit the MVP that he was last year.
For me, the way I look at it is that MVP stays in 2023, so now I just got to move forward and continue to try to just accomplish what I can on the field and continue to work hard and, you know, contribute on the field with the guys and hopefully more success down the road.
Yeah, I love to say this. This is my thing. He's your favorite player's favorite player. If you ask anybody around the league, their favorite player to watch is Ronald Acuña Jr. The kids all over the Little League fields across America, they thump their chest. They Euro step across third base. They love Ronald Acuña Jr. And why not make him a Brave for life? So, you know, talking about that, you know, he's got 5 years left, $85 million on that deal, that 10-year deal he signed some odd years ago. He's going to be entering his age 31 season. The sooner the Braves get this done, the cheaper, the sweeter it will be for them. You know, I'm thinking, obviously, just throwing out a ballpark speculation, something around the $300 million range in addition to the $85 million he already has. So, you know, imagine that $400 million total across 12-ish years, and that might not even get it done. I mean, if Ronald Acuña Jr. hits free agency, just like Braves fans have become accustomed to, we could see it again with Max Fried, he's going to eclipse what Ohtani got, because it's going to be, you know, 5 years from now. And on top of that, it's the salary cap's always moving and going up and everything like that. To say that he's going to get around $500 million might be an understatement here in 5 years.
Yeah, definitely. As we do know, though, Alex Anthopoulos very much a wizard when it comes to negotiating these contracts. He said it at the very beginning when he signed this first contract along with Ozzie Albies and the rest of the crew. It's become kind of a meme now of when that Braves press release is eventually tweeted out for who that player might be. Austin Riley got the huge deal. We know what he's done for this team, but I think Alex Anthopoulos and the rest of this team is very familiar with, look, we want to keep the guys who want to stay here, especially a guy of that caliber, Ronald Acuña Jr. He's this generation's Chipper Jones, if you want to call it that. I mean, you have Freddie Freeman kind of taking on that MVP mantle. Now it's Ronald Acuña Jr., the new face of that. And who knows, like you've said before, there's a lot of MVP-type guys on this roster, Austin Riley being one of them.
Yep. Matt Olson. I mean, Michael Harris, when Michael Harris finally puts it all together, he's going to start getting in those top 10 MVP votings. But back to Ronald Acuña Jr., I think what makes him so special is obviously the immense talent. Chipper Jones said it best. In terms of consistency, obviously nobody did it like Hank. He's the Tom Brady of baseball, did it across 2 decades at a very high level. But if we're just talking about a specific point in time, the most talented player to ever wear the tomahawk across his chest, it's Ronald Acuña Jr. Chipper Jones said it best. So there's no reason not to have him be a Brave for life. And you saw what that 6th tool, you know, you got the 5 tools, the 6th tool up here, what that really did for a player like Ronald Acuña Jr. He made history. 40-plus home runs, 70-plus stolen bases, a 330-plus batting average. I mean, the guy is just, he's putting up video games numbers, and there's no reason why the Braves should hesitate, and I don't believe they will. As you said, Alex Anthopoulos wants to keep good players here, and especially the players who want to be here in Atlanta for life.
Yeah, that will stay a storyline, I'm sure, going into these next couple seasons, depending on how fast that eventually does get addressed. But I did ask Ronald Acuña Jr., I was like, hey, 50-50, 60-60 season out of the question. Didn't give a prediction, obviously. He is a professional at the end of the day, but he said nothing is out of bounds when it comes to him. And the players said the exact same thing. We asked Matt Olson, he's like, I'm not going to put a limit on what he can do because I think he saw that kind of potential last season. We're going to have a lot more stuff coming from spring training down here in Northport. Alex Lord, I'm Miles Garrett, Fox 5 Sports, as well as Sports Talk ATL.